Hey folks, Aimée Ringle here. Recently a friend asked me to make a tutorial video for my song Blessed Rain. So here's that, without further ado. Guitar is in DADGAE, D-A-D-G-A-E, Capo 3. And in case you didn't know already, you need to number the strings from top to bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the numbering for that. And then when we're talking frets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So the first chord you need is a hammer-on 3rd string 2nd fret. Second chord you need, I'm going to give you the chords first and then the picking pattern. Second chord is this one. With the lowest note you play in the bass is this. You don't want to get this guy in until the 3rd chord, so that is the 3rd string 4th fret, 4th string 2nd fret. The 3rd chord you need is taking both of these and kind of hooking in, pulling them off, pulling off loudly so that they actually pull the strings without even using this hand. So, and then that is the 3rd chord. There's those open strings played, and then the 4th chord you need is all the strings played with a hammer on, not a hammer on, you just need it pressed down at the 4th string 4th fret. So 1st chord, 2nd chord, 3rd chord, 4th chord. And the picking pattern sounds like this. I'll play it really slow. It's in 6/8 time. You're in 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, etc. You play this a lot through the chorus and the verses. Blessed rain falls here. Blessed rain falls. Blessed rain falls here. And then at the end of the chorus, or end of the intro, but also in the end of the chorus. So this is just the intro, it's the first chorus. And it's pouring. So you take that 2nd chord and take it up a fret. And it's pouring. So you're on the 3rd fret, 5th fret with the 3rd and 4th strings, and then you bring it up 2 more frets down on me. So again, you're pulling off so that the next chord you play is that open set. And it's pouring down on me. And into the 1st verse, that same pattern again and again. So you get really, really good at doing this pattern. But don't forget that last bit. Da 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 da. It's still in 6/8. I find that my thumb on my right hand is always kind of keeping track. That's part of how I make sure that I'm not losing time while I play. If you've never played in 6/8 time before, you can find it a little bit challenging, but even later when you're strumming, it's kind of a bigger version of what you're doing with your thumb the whole time. See how that's working? It's always pulsing. And then so into the 1st verse, and back into the chorus, you're still picking. Rain falls here. That's the 3rd time. And it's pouring down on. By now you're strumming to get into the 2nd verse. Now you're strumming. Same pattern. But the pull off from this chord, I like to do it instead of together, both fingers at the same time. When we get into the strumming, I like to pull them off one at a time, da-da, da-da, because it makes it sound like a raskia in flamenco playing. So you get that little sounds like this. Da-da. That's really just from me pulling off those 2 strings. Right? That same pattern into the chorus after the verse is over. Blessed rain and in the early part of the song you're going, and it's pouring down on me. But when you're in the raucous part of the song, you're picking a more robust version of those same chords. And it's pouring down. And you play that by taking your first finger on your left hand, pressing it down on all three of these lower strings. So, and it's pouring, pardon me, with your pinky up on the 5th fret, and it's pouring down, blessed rain falls here, and it's pouring down on me. So you're still strumming, but on the bridge of the song, which is kind of an altered version of the chorus, come on me, then you bring this chord up to the 4th fret with that low D in the bass, or low capo D in the bass. Same pattern again, but with increasing intensity as your voice rises. And you're letting if you've never had the pleasure of strumming hard in 6/8, the challenge here at the very end of the bridge, where it's a real climax of strumming, is to bring it seamlessly back down into really delicate picking while your voice is singing over top. And it sounds like this. Blessed rain. And you're back to the beginning pattern. Yeah. So it's an exercise in breath control. It's an exercise in the finesse of your finger picking and your strumming. But more than that, it's all of that is being guided by the meaning of the song, which is about things like gratitude and appreciation and astonishment. And all the while, the guitar is doing its best to evoke a thunderstorm. So as you can see, like, there's the technical work of mastering this pattern and letting it change over time, and then there's letting that act be guided by the feel of the song. So you basically stay in this for the rest of the song. You're singing the final verse with all the ease and splendor that you can, giving thanks before I can forget, etc. And then you bring that into the chorus, blessed rain falls here, and you stay with this pattern. You could even sing the chorus a final time, maybe 2 more times, with people singing along with you. You know, the song takes on a life of its own at that point. But the final part of the song, and it's pouring down. Actually, to be honest, when I end the song, I end with the broader versions of those chords, and it's pouring down. And you pause for as long as you want to, but not too long. On me. Slowing the whole thing down. So there you go, folks. That is a how-to video for the song Blessed Rain. I actually did it. It wasn't even that hard. I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube with the lyrics posted, as well as a link for both of the versions of the song I have recorded from my 2011 album, which was a live version, and from the version I did on my album with Amy Mia Kelly back in 2017 of Golden Thread, which has more production on it, but it's still the exact same arrangement. If you really do take on the learning of the song, I am so excited to hear how it goes. Please report back to me. Know that I will be your champion. If you do start performing it and sharing it widely, I ask that you just credit me. The song did come through me, but I also am aware that it's a bigger song than I can carry alone, so I think it's time to be sharing that responsibility with the others that want to take it on. Hope you have a beautiful day and happy learning.